Hey, is anybody watching? If you are, leave me a comment. Hey, Arlene. I feel much better. Don't have a headache. Still just a little congested, and my nose is stopped up in case you can hear me. If you can't hear me, give me another thumbs up or another message. Yeah, I just figured I'd come sit under the carport and watch it. Actually, the rain has actually died down some. But we're not supposed to get it till later this afternoon. I've been bored to death, cooped up with COVID for the last few days, so I got to get outside into some fresh air, even though it's hurricane air. See the dog chasing the squirrel? She does not know what to do being a farm dog now. She's been in the subdivision her whole life. That is the first time I have seen her chase a squirrel. And I hope she gets a mess of them. Hey dog, you're on live YouTube. Use the bathroom. She's lived on a 1 acre yard. She does not know what to do living on 16 acres and access to 500 more. Hey Kristen and hey Nana. I don't remember if it's Sandy or Sandra, but mine's going blank. Hey Nick, welcome to hurricane season in the south. The hospital where I work, it's being bombarded. Of course, I've been on phone calls and weather briefings and everything else. So if I have to stop suddenly, that means I've got to take a phone call. I'm still trying to do my emergency management job from 50 miles away. Nick, how hard is it to send food to Canada? I'd like to send you some jelly or something for all you've done for me. I've been told it was hard to send it up there if you claim it is. But if you don't claim it's food, you claim it's something else, but they happen to open the package, then you could be in trouble for something I did. And that's the last thing I want to do. Kristen, I forgot exactly where you live. Of course, I'm in Blackshear, which is down on the southeast part of the state, next to Waycross. Okay, I thought you were Central Georgia. I just couldn't remember. I guess I'm gonna consider you North Georgia, because anything north of Macon to us is a whole different state. Right now, I think the winds are blowing about 35 miles an hour. And we've had, I think, 3 inches of rain since yesterday afternoon. And they're projecting a total of 10 inches of rain. And winds this afternoon up to the mid-60s. 60 to mid-60s. So I don't know how much you can tell the little limbs sitting on the ground out there, but I still say that's a little one, but that's probably got $5 worth of pecans on it. We probably lost $100 in the last 3 days of nuts just falling on the dirt. Oh, bless you with that COVID. We have a pile of people in our area that have some that don't even feel sick, and others worse shape than I was. We probably got about a third of our hospital staff out. The ones that we admit in the hospital are for fluids and O2, kept overnight and turned loose to go home the next day to recuperate at home because there's nothing to do for it. Brian, good to see you. I hope y'all are getting ready for what we're going through now, because y'all may get it tomorrow or Thursday. Tomorrow or Wednesday, I mean. It's just a little moist. I was telling everybody a while ago, we just had 3 inches from since yesterday, but they're predicting a total of 10 for us. Hey, Tuber Chat. I'm sorry I haven't been around for y'all. For a lot of y'all, if you notice, I have been missing for the last 2 weeks. We have just been slammed at work. Most of you know by now, if you haven't watched my latest video, we finally sold our subdivision house. So we spent 2 weeks, moving that truckload by truckload, using the enclosed trailer. I don't know if you can see the back part of the enclosed trailer out there, that little white speck. Just doing it ourselves, working all day and trying to move at night just wore me out. I don't work physically hard at work, but Lord, I mentally wear myself out at work, and then come home to do all this physical stuff. I think I just broke down. Now, the one thing I do not like about moving back out here is picking up all these limbs. Some of you may know, and a lot of you don't because you're newer, but I used to have 300 pecan trees of my own. I worked all day long, come home, mowed orchards, picked up limbs, fertilized, sprayed. I missed so much time with John when he was a little boy. That when Andrew was born, I refused to do it. So I said, I'm done. I couldn't make a living farming. And so I sold all my stuff, moved to the subdivision, and spent as much time with Andrew as I could when he was a young lad. Of course, John is a later teenager. when John went back to farming in 2017, and that busted the year before last. Him and his cousin just have different philosophies, and that's fine. You know, when you have the short straw, you just got to figure out when enough's enough. So John quit the year before last. But my life in picking up limbs is now going to be back to an everyday thing, which is fine. I'm cool with that. Not like I had kids' ball games and stuff like that to get to. And I hope y'all can hear me. If you can't, somebody leave me a note. Shameless plug for Brian at SLC Farms. If y'all don't know him, go check him out. Brian is a top-notch gentleman. He's actually the first YouTuber that I shook hands with, only because he happened to be driving the car. Him and Jackie Gerald from Gerald Farms come to see us, I'd say probably 5-6 years ago now, to go to a ag show in South Florida. We're going to become lifelong friends. Brian took a break for a little while and lost his watch hours, so he's trying to get his watch hours back. If you want to know anything about the hay business, Brian's the channel to go watch. And y'all don't have to stay. I'm going to be here for a while. I ain't got nothing else to do. And y'all just come and go, please, and tell me hi and bye. Kristen, do you know Jesse and Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead and Johnny and Christine from Gillum Farms? Okay, they are going to be at Ginger and Joey's in North Georgia this coming Saturday. I found that out last night, so I'm trying to change my schedule. 6-hour drive for me, but I hate for somebody to come all the way from Oklahoma and Texas. What's up, Nelson? How you doing? But I hate for them to drive all the way here and me not get the 6 hours. But I'll have to wait and see how much damage we get here and how much damage we get at the hospital. Yeah, it's not an official meetup. Well, I guess it was they drove that far, but it's sort of one of the impromptu things, not a scheduled one. That is something that Ginger, Derek Fowler, and myself, we have tried to put together maybe for next year. Well, and I heard there was something else for a meetup in the fall, but I don't know enough about it. Hey, Hunting and stuff, how you doing? Yeah, the rain's sort of calmed down right now. We're just in the very beginnings. I always say the very beginning because we started yesterday afternoon in Hurricane Debby. Nelson and Debby, I'm just too far away from the camera. Plus all this wind that you hear. Plus my nose being stopped up from COVID. Hard to breathe and hurts to talk. Y'all missed it earlier. My subdivision rescue butt has now moved to the farm, so she's lost. Which is surprising. I'm surprised she stayed here at the house. I'm surprised she didn't run off. But anyway, she went and chased a squirrel a while ago, so I might get some use out of her. Is that better, Nelson? I'll have to. No, Nelson, my laptop is buffering. I'm filming this with my camera, but my laptop is buffering too, so that's the one disadvantage of living here. We're only 5 miles out of town, but the internet here, I won't say is atrocious. It's fine inside the house, but as soon as you walk outside, it's tough, and depending on where you're standing in the yard, you don't have internet at all. But I can tell you, we are glad to be out of the subdivision. I'm going to try to lower this just a little bit so maybe I can get closer to the microphone because I'm sitting in a chair. Maybe I won't drop y'all. Lower my tripod here some. Here, that's better. Put you down at my level. When I set it up, I was standing up, then I didn't think about me getting a chair sitting down. Well, Nick, you take care of your leg. I meant to ask you that a moment ago, so still praying for you before your leg can get all that healed up, bud. Nelson, I don't know if you can see my toy sitting out here. I'll get my finger in the camera. Nope, he's sitting out there in the shelter. I had to move her to where I could see her from the carport. I had her hid. Hey, Rowdy. I'm assuming it's Rowdy. Rowdy, how far are you from Talking Rock, Georgia? Yeah, my laptop screen is black too, Nelson, but my camera says it's still live. Is anybody else just getting a black screen? Okay, well, Kristen says she is too, so. Yeah, hunting and stuff. We're the eye of Hurricane Debby, which we talked to Storm Debby by the time she gets up. It's supposed to be coming right downtown Blackshear where we live later this afternoon. All right, if anybody got any suggestions to help you? How do I refresh it or anything without cutting everybody off? You know, I don't do a lot of live streams, so I don't know. The rain has really picked up, so y'all are missing that. Take care, Nelson. I'm mashing buttons here, but don't know what to mash. So. Any advice on how to get a picture back? Because on my camera it looks fine, but on my laptop it is black, just like y'all are seeing. Hey, don't feel bad. I'm just dumb when it comes to technology myself. Well, I've mashed every button I can mash to try to get it to do anything except for the X. I don't want to do the X. Arlene, Kristen, y'all got any thoughts? Can anybody even hear me now? Or am I totally offline? Okay. You got any idea on how to get my picture back? Alright, well, I guess I'm going to close out then. Take my phone inside and make sure it ain't got too, I mean, I can see the timers clicking off 26, 51, 52, so it's counting time. Got 7 people in, 9 thumbs up. Yeah, it's my phone. Got my phone on a tripod, but I'm sitting here watching the chat on the laptop. And I've just wiped all the camera lenses off so there was no water on it. There's nothing in front of it. Hey Jan, how are you? Jan, you're a live stream expert. Why is my phone camera not working? It was working and then all of a sudden went black. Well, see, I thought I was switching from front to back, but when I hit that button, it just changes the depth perception on the front. That's what I was thinking, Jan. And I'm about ready to get me some soup for lunch. I guess since y'all can't see, I'm just going to shut this one off and come back in a little bit. So those of you that have been here and are still here, I certainly appreciate it. There's my friend Tina. Colette Fry. Special, wonderful lady. But Tina, since the screens went black. Hey Barb, how are you doing in this weather? I was thinking about you earlier. Somehow we got to swap cell phone numbers. Because you should be getting way worse weather than I am right now. And sorry for the black screen. We can't figure out what's wrong with my camera. I'll wait for Barb to tell me how her weather's doing and then I'll log off. Hey, Amy. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out why it is, which I'm not using StreamYard. I'm just going through YouTube Live. I don't do enough lives and not that technological savvy to get into StreamYard and all that stuff. Once I learn it, I can do it, but somebody has to physically show me how to do that. See, and I can't get it to go from front to back, front camera to back camera. Alright, y'all, well, I'm going to check out for a little bit, go get me something to eat, but I'll definitely come back soon. Y'all take care, Marv. I hope y'all stay safe. For the time being, and just hope for everybody in the path that there's not a lot of damage. Of course, one thing I hate to bring up politics, but y'all please pray for Israel and pray for our leadership of our country that somehow we find the captain of the ship. All right. My wife's just texting me saying I got to go get a big tree limb out of the middle of the road regardless of the rain, so let me get shut down. Let me just see if I can find the tree limb. Well, y'all can't see it anyway, so it doesn't do me no good to take y'all out there. Alright, so let me get shut down and we'll catch y'all later.